Welcome back to Fix It Finance. Today we're going to be talking about costs to consider when buying a house. The last one will definitely surprise you as a lot of people overlook this cost. I'm going to divide this video into two sections. Section 1 is pre-closing, section 2 is post-closing. Pre-closing costs you need to consider. Number 1, the appraisal fee. Usually if you're getting a mortgage of 20% or more, an appraisal is required. However, you can still do an appraisal if you're putting less than 20% down. Number 2, legal fees. Legal fees are costs you're going to have to pay upfront before you close the deal. These are fees that go to the lawyer. Number 3, inspection fees. Usually, if you're buying a house, chances are you have an inspection condition on the purchase agreement. So you're going to have to pay an inspector to actually carry out the inspection. So this is a cost you definitely want to consider as part of your closing cost. Number 4, obviously, your down payments. Don't know what a down payment is, so I won't go into too much detail here. Real estate agent commissions. So these are commission fees that are paid to the real estate agent. Depending on which party you are in the deal, you might be responsible for paying the real estate agent commissions. Post-closing. The first thing you want to consider is your monthly mortgage payment. This comes out usually on the first of the month, depending on your bank situation. So make sure you have enough cash flow to be able to cover the first taxes. Depending on how the deal is structured, chances are the property taxes might be due right away as soon as you close. You definitely want to consider this because you don't want this amount to catch you off guard. Usually, if you call the city or the municipality where the property is located, you can get more information about what the property tax situation is. And in the process of closing the deal, the lawyer, the seller, and whatnot can provide you the information that's necessary. Another cost you want to consider post-closing is utility hookups. Sometimes some cities or some municipalities charge a fee to be able to switch over the name of the new buyer, to be able to switch over the name to a new person. So make sure you consider this. Sometimes anywhere from $50 to $250, you might, find yourself paying out of pocket for this upfront. Next thing you want to think about is internet cable, phone hookup, or transfer. If you're moving cities, for example, chances are you're going to have to call ahead, or you might be charged some fees to move your services. Next thing is finishing. So say you buy a new build, most of them don't come with a fence. Sod, garage, a shed, all those things are additional costs that you would need to consider depending on the type of property you buy. Maintenance. Sometimes some properties come with different things that require monthly maintenance already. For example, if you have underground sprinklers in the property you purchase, chances are you're going to need someone to help you turn it on, turn it off, blow it out when the winter time comes. Okay. Furnace filters, duct cleaning, for example, appliances, repairs and maintenance, for the fridge, the stove, the washer, the dryer, whichever appliances come with the property. So those are all the costs that you need to consider from a maintenance standpoint. Another one is moving costs. Even if you're staying within the same city, you might need to hire movers to move you from house A to house B. So make sure you consider that. Renovation costs. Sometimes the new property you buy is new to you. So there are things that might need replacing. For example, windows, carpets, painting, parts of the roof, or even the whole roof. Make sure you consider this and you know what you're getting yourself into post-closing. Next thing is furnishings and decorations. You've moved into the house now. Did you factor in the fact that you're going to have to furnish the house? A lot of people tend to forget when you move into the house, you have to buy some basic necessities like a place to sit, a place to sleep, and, other basic furniture that you need to survive on a day-to-day basis. So make sure you consider what that looks like for you if you're buying a property and closing soon. Last but not least, as promised, the last one would surprise you. So this is the one we're talking about. The next one you want to consider, which is the bonus point, is groceries. One thing a lot of people don't factor in when they are moving or buying a new property is the fact that food does not necessarily travel well. So if you're moving from house A to house B, chances are you might need to throw quite a bit of things away, especially fresh food like produce, dairy, and other things that don't necessarily travel well. So make sure you factor in some dollars to be able to buy groceries in your new place as soon as you move in, because food is important for when you move. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.